Every month, half of the human population experiences something the world still feels uncomfortable talking about. Something painful, emotional, and strangely, hidden. But what if this biological process is actually one of the most important systems keeping humanity alive? Because the truth about women's periods is much bigger than most people realize. For thousands of years, periods were surrounded by fear and silence. In many cultures, women were isolated during menstruation. Even today, millions of girls still grow up feeling embarrassed about something completely natural. But behind all the discomfort, there is a hidden biological system so powerful that without it, human civilization would disappear. Every month, the female body prepares for the possibility of creating life. Hormones change, the brain changes, energy changes, emotions change. The uterus builds a nutrient-rich lining to support pregnancy. And according to medical researchers and organizations like the NIH and Cleveland Clinic, the menstrual cycle affects much more than reproduction alone. It can influence mood, sleep, stress, memory, immune function, body temperature, mental health. But most people only learn the basic explanation, not the deeper truth underneath it. For many women, periods involve cramps, exhaustion, headaches, emotional sensitivity, and physical discomfort. Yet society often treats it like a small inconvenience. Psychologists describe this as silent suffering, when people hide pain because society expects them to continue functioning normally. But the story becomes even more fascinating. Every human alive today exists because this biological cycle existed before them. Every city, every country, every generation in human history was connected to this process. Without menstruation and reproduction, humanity would vanish within a single lifetime. But modern society created a strange contradiction. Human civilization depends on women's biology, while simultaneously teaching people to feel uncomfortable talking about it openly. And the silence creates shame. Many girls feel fear during their first period, not because the body is wrong, but because society rarely explains it honestly. Scientists are still discovering how deeply the menstrual cycle affects the human body. Researchers now study links between menstrual health and athletic performance, stress response, emotional regulation, sleep quality, long-term health conditions. Some experts even believe menstrual health acts like a biological signal showing the overall condition of the body. But maybe the most powerful truth is not scientific. Maybe it is psychological. Periods remind humanity of something uncomfortable. Human beings are not machines. No matter how advanced civilization becomes, humans are still biological creatures connected to nature, hormones, pain, growth, and reproduction. And maybe that is why society still struggles to discuss periods openly. Because they remind people that life itself depends on natural systems humans cannot fully control. But perhaps the biggest hidden truth about women's periods is that one of the most essential systems in human existence is still surrounded by silence. Every family in history depended on it. Every human life began because of it. Yet millions of people still feel embarrassed talking about it openly. And maybe the problem was never the period itself. Maybe the problem was how humanity learned to see it. Because the story of women's periods was never only about biology. It was always about humanity itself.